Some businesses can understand the trend and really capitalize on that, but in a very creative and unique way. So let's go back to the reborn dolls. I did another video about that. Well, there are some stores that they're really worth visiting. This one that I'm going to talk about, it is in Brazil. And really, I don't know of anyone in the US doing exactly the same. But when you go there, you're not going into a maternity, you're not going into a store, you're going into a maternity. The whole thing will create an experience for the consumer. So they have many things like babies on their containers, I don't know how you call that, the cribs, where you can choose them from, different sizes, of course, different skin colors. Some of them already have a mark about the vaccines. When you buy, you're going to get a birth certificate and you're going to get the vaccination card. When you have to come back for that vaccination, you're going to have a specialist talking to you about the adoption, and there is the whole adoption process as well. So you don't go there and just buy a doll. You are into this whole experience where you're becoming a mother or adopting a child there. It's a very interesting concept because it creates a lot of engagement and loyalty with the public, and it's just a very different buying experience that you have. Now, getting from the reborn dolls to the BJD dolls, I once went to a store of BJD dolls in California that had something similar. For example, you could not get into the store carrying a doll from another brand. It could only be from that brand. And you would have a specialist that would sit with you, decide what skin color you wanted, what color of eyes you wanted, the clothes, and everything through the process. It was also a very interesting experience. Of course, all the dolls there have a limited amount of releases that they go, or during the year they do very big releases on that. It's a company that originally is from Japan, but creates the same kind of experience. You just don't go there to buy a product. You create a doll that is going to create an emotional connection with you since the very moment you decide, do I want blue eyes? Do I want green eyes? So, with every craze and trend that you have, you can see from both sides, and I hope that you do. And there's always a side that is kind of weird because it's not the behavior you're used to, but then there are also good things that come from that. We are living in a world where the consumer is kind of becoming invisible to a lot of stores, to a lot of businesses, right? We're just one more. They don't treat us with care anymore. But at the same time, you have some others that are really focused on creating a very unique experience that not only you're never going to forget, but you're going to talk about it to a lot of people. And that's a great thing. So what do you think about this? I would love to know, especially if you have other examples. In this video, I used 2 different types of dolls, but they bring that idea, but it can be anything. Let me know.